Right to the, I don't even know how to explain what happened in this game in San Francisco last night. Warriors and Kings. Steph Curry coming off the bench for the second straight game. Picked this up late in the first half. Just look at Steph. Plus the foul. Count them for me, please. That's 1, 2, 3. It's a 4-point play. A couple of plays later, Warriors up a dozen. Vinny's going to do it again.
Greatest show in the NBA still at 38 years old.
It's another 4-point play. He had 14 in the first half. Warriors up 13. But now we got ourselves a game. This is the moment. 3.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Kings trailing by 1. Now they're not. Precious Achiuwa with the bucket. So the Kings have a 1-point lead. I want you to watch the upper right-hand corner of your screen. What you're going to see is Doug McDermott intentionally fouling Seth Curry. This is up 1 point. Another look at it, upper corner of your screen. Now he's committing a foul because God forbid they win this game. Draymond Green is incredibly upset. He's letting everybody know about it. The game continues. McDermott winds up hitting a corner 3, so I don't know which team he's rooting for. Kings are up by 3. Next Warrior possession, Curry from up top. He would score 17. That goes in. He's ridiculous. Game tied at 104. 2 minutes left. It's Curry. It's Brandon Pajemski. Knocks down the 3. So all is well for Sacramento. They lost the game, which obviously they were desperately and obviously trying to do. Golden State wins at 110-105. So as it currently stands, we would have Golden State and Portland in the play-in. This marks the 4th time in 6 years the Warriors will be in the play-in. But afterwards, Draymond was asked about the play-in and then took his answer to that moment.
I saw a team tonight foul Steph Curry with 3 minutes to go in the game for no reason. In the penalty. I get fined when I do wrong. Just fine the hell out of people. You know, we love taking money from players. Keep fining the teams. I've seen 2 fines. And we all know everybody taking. But you've seen 2 fines. If it was players, we snatched that money in a heartbeat. Why isn't it the same? And we see 12 teams tanking. We've seen 2 fines. If my math serves me correctly, that's 10 that ain't been fined. Just some quick math. It could be wrong, so don't judge me if it's wrong. But we're going to keep that same energy when it comes to teams, when it comes to officials, when it comes to everybody but players. We don't keep that same energy. But it's a players' league.
Okay, so there's Draymond's comments. Put your feet up. We have a lot to say about it. Let's start by making sure everyone is aware of what Sacramento has at stake here, why they are so desperate to lose these games.
To win, they have to lose. Like, the draft lottery is coming up on May 10th. They have right now, they're tied with Utah, or entering last night, they were tied with Utah for the 4th worst record in the NBA. The top 3 teams get the highest odds at 14%. Next team gets 12.5. So they have to keep losing to keep pace because they cannot get into that top 3. It's unfortunate, but with the way that the system is now, Iman and Greeny, teams are incentivized to lose in a generational draft. It's organizations, it's not players. The players are just going to wear the stain of what this looks like.
Okay, so that's the setup for what it is. Shump, I mean, you played in the league a long time. There is something about the integrity of the game itself that just feels to me as though it is compromised in a way that is not reasonable when we see something like this last night. What's your reaction to what we saw on the floor and to what Draymond said about it afterwards?
I mean, with what we saw, I mean, we talked the integrity of the game. It's clear cut when you see that. You found a guy randomly and you're up 1. You want him to shoot free throws. You want to keep this game close, but you also want to give them a little advantage, right?
Right.
I get it. What they're trying to do, like you said, it's a generational draft coming in. There's going to be some guys in here that can help shake up this league. But when you see something like that, if you're a player and you're just playing competitively, you're like, hey, when like you said, whenever we do something wrong, we get fined.
Right.
They let us know about it. We got to watch it in the media. We got to hear people talk about it. And it's like, this is happening, it's getting talked about, but it's not, we're not pointing fingers, putting people's pictures up, and now it's a bunch of comments on their Twitter. It's just like, yep, they're tanking, whatever.
Right.
And I get him saying that. There's nothing wrong with him saying that, but I can't sit here and look at this draft class and say, I wouldn't tank if there wasn't a penalty.
And it's also important to note the Utah Jazz was fined $500,000 in February because they sat Larry Markkinen and Jaren Jackson in the fourth quarters of games that they were clearly winning, and they wound up putting in clearly lesser players on purpose. Like, that's where you talk about integrity of the game. We also have to factor in, we know Las Vegas and how everything is, the draft book, the house books, and everything else. That's what makes it more tricky. But the lottery is going to change. Like, that's why we're going to have lottery reform this offseason.
That's why
hopefully this ends.
That's why it scares me, because that's like, I get the tanking thing, but it's like when we're talking sports gambling and everything, after a while, it's like that's cheating.
It's not after a while. It is immediately cheating, right?
Like,
Look, I mean, here's the thing, and this is not a criticism of the league, because they put in place a system that is designed to do what every sports league wants, and that is give bad teams a way to get good. Every team in all of sports has been doing it since the beginning of time.
Right.
But this somehow arrived at a place, and to his everlasting credit, Adam Silver has made it very clear they're going to do something about it, that it has gotten completely out of hand and is ridiculous. Yeah. What are we watching here? What are we watching when we are watching a team that looks on the floor conflicted over whether they're trying to win or lose a game? There are people who pay money to buy tickets to sit here and watch this. What are we doing? Just watch the upper right hand. There's a team that's leading with 3 minutes left, and they're intentionally committing a foul.
I've never seen a team hack a Curry. Like, I've never,
that's what was
never seen that before.
Right.
No, I think, we have to be honest on a bunch of different levels here. Like you said, generational draft. It's 5 teams that's doing this. It's a handful of teams that are sitting in the middle. And there's great basketball on a night-to-night basis that we're seeing with playoff races and positioning, and we're going to talk about that later. This is just a bad thing that we're giving a lot of attention to in terms of what it looks like. But you're right, Greeny. It's going to change. It looks bad. If for it to look this bad, that means that Adam had to do something about it, and I'm glad that the secret is out, as opposed to everybody lying about it. We don't have to lie anymore.
Right. And Trump, I'll give you the final word on this. I mean, have you ever been in a situation that I'm going over your career in my head, do you ever remember being on a team where you felt that the team's objective was not to try and win?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so what's that like? I mean, you're a competitor. You grew up your whole life playing the game. What's it like when you don't believe your own team is trying to win?
I won't endorse it. Like, I don't get behind anything like that. There was moments, and you know what, I'm not even going to name them out, but there was moments on 2 organizations where it was like I didn't understand what was being done with me, and then I didn't understand why we were doing this. I'm like, it's clear as day what the decisions need to be for this team to be better. And I started to realize toward the end of the season, when you just at home, you're not playing in the playoffs, you start realizing what's going on and how much stuff goes on behind the scenes that has nothing to do with the players. This has everything to do with strategy.
Yeah, it is awful to see it happening, because it is a magnificent game, a magnificent sport, and in almost every other way, a magnificent league. I'll give you an example of that, a little eye candy. How about Cooper Flagg? How about the finishing kick this rookie is putting on? Take a look at this. Watch Flagg. Coming in, lift off. Hey! Over Brook Lopez.
Watch your head. You know what he thought? This white guy can't dunk. Athleticism.
You got to take the elevator. That is a young fella. You got to take.
He's a teenager, Shump.
You got to take the elevator.
Breaks that up from all the way behind.
And when you see him get to the 2-foot launch pad,
But here's the question: is it better than this?
Oh, hey, Shump with good knees.
Shump, who did it better? You or Cooper Flagg?
Oh, no, I think I got the extension.
Yeah, you got that one. You got that. Yeah, the full extension.
Yeah, it's the extension, and it was playoffs. You know what I mean? I think I got him on that one, but no.
All right, we had